All right, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Marcel McManus, a.k.a. The Radio Man.
And y'all already know who this is. It's your girl, Tresley, Yarbough, a.k.a. Trey Money. Let's go.
And you listen to our podcast
Of What's Really Real. Now, this is where they're going to get all the real dealness from. Like, we're going to continue to lay it thick on it every time.
Come on, lay it thick.
Yeah,
Oh,
every time we're going to lay it thick. Yes, real deal.
Real
Let's
talk,
go. I'm
man.
ready.
I'm ready too,
I feel
man.
good today.
You know, this episode is going to be great because I've been talking about this on my radio show and my Facebook page. It's been lit. Some people ain't been talking because they've been like, wait a minute, this is some deep stuff. Relationship talking can be something else.
Yes, it can.
You know what? I've been through some stuff.
I've been through some stuff as well.
Look here, but mine kind of like, wait a minute now.
I think mine got yours beat.
No,
I don't know.
You know. I mean, just because you was, I ain't gonna say you was in the streets, but you knew about the streets. You know, I might have been in the church.
I'm a hood baby.
I might have been in the church, but I'd have been through some stuff. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Let's see whose story got a little more weight on it.
Let's do it. All right, what's up, everybody? I tell you, this is an amazing opportunity to talk about relationship talk with my friend. Girl, you something else.
I am. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I am. Why your voice so high like that?
I don't know. It's so squeaky. I don't know. My voice
it ain't
is
squeaky. It's genuine. It's like it's a unique voice.
Yes, it's unique, but sometimes I don't want to stand out.
Really?
No, sometimes I want to just blend in. It's so crazy. I was in the hair store the other day, and I was talking to the people, and I was checking out, and my friend girl walked in, and I didn't see her. She said, "Trez, I know that squeaky voice anywhere," and I'm like, "Dang, like." Like I ain't even. It was like no face, no case type thing. Like
no face,
yeah.
no case. You and these words of like these like hood rhythms or rhymes you be telling. Like I'm trying to catch a hold to it. Like I get that.
The proper term. I'm just gonna say hood terminology.
Hood terminology.
We're gonna call it. Hood
you better go ahead with that thing there, man. The hood terminology.
Hood terminology.
But you know what, man? Life is amazing. Life could be something else. I'm gonna say why is because dating, marriage, divorce, all kind of things that people experience in life that could be, highs, lows, great things experienced, and everybody had different experiences. And today, talking about our relationship talk.
Right.
What does it mean to you when it comes down to relationship?
Okay, ask me another way so I can give
relationship. So, relationship talk. Think about what does relationship mean to you when it comes down to dating? Is it important to you for us have a good relationship with somebody,
Okay. Well, relationship, the term itself holds a lot of weight and value itself.
Really?
Relationship doesn't always necessarily mean, boyfriend, girlfriend, marriage type thing. It could just be a relationship with a friend, a friendship with your parents. Relationship holds that's any type of communication or bond that you have with anyone. It doesn't really mean, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife type thing. Yeah. But if we're talking about dating relationship, that's what we're talking about.
Let's go there. Let's go to that point.
I don't think I want to go there just yet. I want y'all in my business. I don't want y'all in my business like that.
We ain't trying to get in your business. We ain't trying to say who you with now.
Okay.
We ain't talking about like that. We talking about as a whole because
I'm a lady. I don't disclose.
Well, we don't want to know your business. We just want to talk in general because I got some stuff I don't want to know either. But in the dating world, I guess we can go there. That's what I'm trying to say. In the dating world, how is it in the dating world? What are women looking for when it come down to dating, relationship? We're talking about dating and relationship.
I think that firstly, it depends on the type of woman that you get, where she's at in her life, and the level of what she needs. I'm 35. I'm almost 35 years old. Had you asked me what do women want in a relationship, had you asked me that 10 years ago, my answer would be different than it is now.
Really?
So for me, I'm speaking from a 35-year-old woman. I'm single, no children. For me, the main thing I want is security. Security, not really financially per se, which I do want that, but with my feelings. I'm a very emotional person, contrary to your belief. I'm very emotional. People don't really know that. So I just want that security where when I'm with someone, I give my all, I feel like I can truly be me.
Be yourself.
Yes, because you have Tresley, you have Tre, and you have Trey Money. So I want to give you Tresley. Tresley is a soft, just sophisticated, classy type chick. Tre, she kind of wants to be babied a little bit because my daddy gave me that name. So Tre wants to be baby. Trey Money, that's just straight hood.
Straight hood.
Yeah, out the gutter, like that's what it is. So, but I'm always giving people Tre, the baby side, or Trey Money, the hood version. But I want to give people Tresley. But I haven't really met anyone that I feel like I can really give them me.
Ooh.
Because I don't feel that sense of security. So that's the main thing that I'm looking for, security, I would say. But I think all women want to feel loved. We want to feel needed. You want to feel appreciated. You want to feel respected, be respected. So that's where I'm at now. Had you asked me that 10 years ago or so, my answer would have probably been just getting with somebody who can take care of me. That probably would have been my answer, honestly, 10 years ago. Now it's different, yeah. Because my need is different.
Your need is different.
Yes, my need is different. 20-something, I didn't really care about life that much. I was just thugging, doing me, doing what I want to do, partying every weekend, shopping all the time, looking cute. Now, the 35-year-old Tresley is focused on stability, security, planning for my future, healing, helping to heal other people, being genuine, standing in my truth, owning up to my faults and flaws. So that's where I'm at now. I'm all about growing and elevating.
So you have a different perspective than you did years ago.
Yes.
I can truly say that about myself. I'm 38 years old, and I look back when I was 28 and before 28, the way I thought about things, the way I process things, I see things totally different. I think it's very mindful that people get a chance to understand and see the value of what they're looking for and why, and to see what mindset you're in at that stage. If you look back and say, man, what was I thinking when I was that particular age?
Right.
I guess it goes to say, is it okay to date someone younger? Is it okay to date someone older? I would say it's not always about the age.
Right.
It's the way they think in the mind and what they need.
Yeah, I think it's the need.
Yeah, it makes a big point. And it's good to know what a woman is wanting and thinking in their mind, because sometimes us men think we know what a woman
But
wants.
you have no idea.
You have no idea. Unless you talk and have conversation and communication, then you come to find out, I may meet the needs that she has.
Right.
People say, oh, she got high standards. No, that's just her needs.
Right. And what is high standards? Because I have been hit with that a lot.
Really?
People say that my standards are too high. I've had people tell me that the reason why I'm single is because my standards are too high. I'm too high maintenance. I need to bring it down a little bit. I've had people tell me that.
So
I don't like that though. Because it's not that my standards are high or I'm high maintenance. It's just for the level that I'm at cognitively. I need someone on the same level playing field.
Most definitely. Everybody, what I've learned, everybody is not for everybody.
Right.
Because you are attracted to someone, and because someone is attracted to you, you may have like-minded things that you like or things that are in common. That doesn't mean you're going to fit as a whole puzzle itself.
Right.
If you're not careful, you will settle trying to take someone who only meets but so much, but not make you feel whole or the fullness of it.
Right.
And you can sell yourself short.
Yeah.
Everybody can't tell us who to be with when they think, oh, you just doing too much. No. If I feel like I want to be with somebody who wants to say, we're going to buy real estate and we're going to do this and that's our goal. They may say, well, you ain't going to find nobody like that. So if I lower my standard, somebody else might not have that vision or goal or that want to support with that, I'm going to settle. Somebody else have the same vision and mindset. They find somebody and they achieve the same goals. You know what? I always wanted that. Why didn't you just hold to what you wanted? Well, everybody told me to lower my standards.
Right. And sometimes
like
we're looking
that.
for things in the wrong area, you know, like the wrong location, so to speak. You know, I used to go to the club and party a lot and stuff like that. And, you know, me wanting a really, really good guy, you know, but I didn't attract good guys. I attracted the thugs and the guys in the streets, the bad boys and all that. That was exciting for me at that time. This particular place where I'm at in life now, that doesn't fuel me at all. A bad guy does nothing for me. A street guy does nothing for me at this point, because of my need now. I don't want anybody who's really hard and exterior, and just have a name in the streets per se. I want somebody I can grow and build with. That's what I'm on now. So my need has changed. So I was looking for love in all the wrong places, so to speak. So I
like
feel
that
like
honesty.
that. Yeah.
You know, I was watching a podcast. His name is Latarius Whitfield, Dear Future Wifey. And he was interviewing different people. And some of these women that they had a list. They had things that they wanted in a man. Like literally this whole different things that they were looking for. And some of these women, they did not back down. And all of a sudden, they met the man that fit what they were looking for and hoping in a man. And the men had a list of things that they were looking for in a woman. And when they met each other, they said, oh my God, you are the person I've been writing and praying about. The Bible even say, write the vision, make it plain. Is it only for just a house, a car, or the things we want to achieve, a trip to Paris or whatever, certain job, certain amount of money? What about the person that will fit us? You should write it. Because if you don't, you're going to settle for anything not knowing
and be very
what
specific.
You got to be specific. If you want a man,
I change my list all the time. I think now I'm like, ugh.
You're modifying.
Yeah, modifying.
You know why you're modifying?
Yeah.
Because God is He is growing you to have a different perspective than you had before. If you have a different perspective, you have a better outcome. If you think the same way and don't modify, you may miss something.
Right.
You can say, I want a man to make good money, smell good, look good, get this and the other, and forget I don't want an abusive man.
Right.
I don't want this type of man. I want
always
a godly
modifying,
man.
yes.
You got to modify.
Yeah, be very specific.
I'm trying
as
to
they say, not specific, Pacific.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, because I used to say like I want a husband. Then I started thinking like, God, no, don't just send me a man. Like, because some of these husbands out here just are not husbanding for me. You know, they're just not husbanding for me.
I love that one.
They're not giving me the vibe. You know, so I had to go back like, Lord, I want a good husband.
A good husband.
Who respects me, who respects you, who have a relationship with you. So I have to be very specific now when I pray and ask God for certain things.
You got to. And I'm learning that. If you don't speak and you don't begin to write, you will find yourself settling thinking, well, this is the best I can do. Or
and
this
be
is
miserable.
And be very miserable. And I think a lot of times we rush into things because it look good, it feels good. Oh, you know, it just seems so right, and not realize and say, is this really what I need? Is this really what I want? That's why the show, What's Really Real, we're going to talk about real things and why sometimes we rush and why sometimes certain relationships don't work. This is relationship talk. It can span from marriage, divorce, it can span from marriage, dating, however the case is.
Right.
I'm thinking about like this, you know, the Bible said when a man findeth the wife, he findeth the good thing.
Right.
Why is it say when he findeth the wife? You would know when you're ready to be a wife.
Yes.
You'll start telling yourself, I'm wife material.
I'm wifey material.
I am. I have what it takes to be a wife. What is a wife?
That is so true.
You begin to define and say, I am wife ready, to a point. So you know what? You look like you will be somebody's wife.
Yes, because even
some
like how
women
I used
don't
to dress,
look like somebody's wife.
Right. Because even like how I used to dress, I dressed like girlfriend material.
Ooh.
Like just show off material.
You look like you somebody's girlfriend.
Yeah.
But I've seen
Now
some women,
I look
I'm
so
like,
different.
you look like you're married. You look marriage material.
Yeah.
Some men
That's
should
very
look
true.
and carry themselves like, oh my God, look at that man.
Yeah. And I think it goes
he
both
look
ways.
like he can be my what?
My husband.
By my husband.
Yeah, because I've seen guys where they just look so thuggish and just want to be seen all the time. I'm like, That's boyfriend material.
Ooh.
They're not husband material.
Or just dateable.
Yeah, they're just dateable.
Or it's another word I can't use on this podcast.
We just spend a day in court and
do what we do.
Just leave it at that.
And that's so sad that we have to
change
label.
the image up.
You have to change the image up.
But I think it'll change without us trying to change it intentionally when we're ready mentally. I think when we're ready mentally, everything else just will come in alignment.
It'll show on the outside. It will begin to radiate.
Even friend with my nails, I used to wear extremely long ghetto nails, colorful nails, jewels, all kind of artwork on them. I think that was girlfriend nails. Now they're short, classy. You like them?
Classy. I like them. Very nice.
I think now I have wifey hands. You know, it's like I want a big rock on there. You know, so it's like it's giving me those vibes. You know, so it's just giving me those vibes. So, but for years I would never cut my nails. I was like, I don't care what job I work. If I have to cut my nails, I'm quitting the job. I was that serious. Now it's like I like the short, classy look because of I've transitioned. I've elevated. I've grown mentally and just experienced different things. It made me want to cut my nails, and my nails are like very dear to me.
Wow.
So by me cutting my nails, I realized, okay, I'm now ready to be a wife, meaning like I'm ready to cook because I didn't used to cook. Now I'm always gonna keep a clean house because I'm very, very clean.
Well,
very
we're gonna
OCD.
talk about that. We definitely got to go back to that cleaning thing.
Okay.
Yeah, but go ahead.
Okay. So but I didn't cook. Mm-hmm. So when I dated guys, I'm like, Negro, we eating out every day.
Wow.
Or you cooking? Like, I'm not cooking. Now I be cooking. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the kitchen, you know, buying nice pot sets, making
Go
things,
ahead,
you know, rat tat tat, do what it do.
Okay.
You know, so I'm now ready to be a wife. Before I couldn't ask God to give me a husband, a good husband, but I never want to cook for my man.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, okay, I want to cook. I want to learn. I want to, you know, just be better. You know,
so you're preparing yourself to receive.
Preparing myself
to receive your husband.
Right.
And he's preparing himself to be ready for you.
Right.
Because
he better be.
He will be. Because if he's of God,
he gonna get beat up.
He will be. Do you know that people should pray for their future spouse?
Yeah,
even though they're not here. They should.
Yeah. And thank God in advance for him.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have a friend of mine, she does that. She says she prays for her future husband all the time. She said, I don't know what he is, what he's doing, but God cover him, whatever. She told me that. Like, wow, that is powerful.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
There's a book that somebody recommended me to buy. It's about, prayers for my future wife. Mm-hmm. And they're to read it. Prayers for my future wife. They're to read these prayers. When it comes down to cleanliness in a relationship or whatever the case is, why is it that cleanliness for women, some women, not important? I'm not saying OCD.
Yeah, I'm OCD.
Really? But why is some women not take cleanliness is very important for their house, their car, their body, their home? What is that? Seriously.
If we're gonna speak on what's really real,
that's what's really real. Like
what's really real.
Yeah, like.
Well, I'm not a nasty chick, so you can't ask me that.
Well, I'm just saying the mindset.
So I don't know. I can't
answer
that. I don't know.
I mean, have you thought about what other women's mindset has been? Because I
never have and never care to. Because
I have seen some women places
I
that are not presentable. I'm just being honest.
Okay.
I'm a man.
Okay.
And I keep my home very presentable. I'm getting better from where I was before just to be a man.
Right.
Just because you're a man, I mean your place got to be
right. Like because my dad's clean, my uncles are clean. So I don't think it's just a term of where women have to be clean. A man also.
It should be.
I don't want to be dating a guy courting, and he's courting me and we going out and I go stay the night at his house and your sheets nasty, and your floor nasty, your bathroom nasty. Like, no, like I can't stay here.
I've seen some things that are just really I wonder where is the mindset of that. And some people was not raised that way.
Right.
So, I mean, women.
I think sometimes it goes back to mentally. Their mind might be boggled to where
you said that
it's coming off like their mind is chaotic.
Whatever I'm dealing with on the inside is what's showing on the outside.
Yes, it's what's showing up on the outside. So I do believe that. I do. But I can't really speak on that because...
So why are you such a clean woman and got things together like that? I mean, you're very tidy.
First of all, my mama didn't play.
Mine didn't either.
Yeah, that was the thing. So that's the first thing. Every day you getting up, you get up, you making the bed up. We had certain sheets and pillows that we sleep on. Then we get up and make the bed. We had another set that was a nice set that we had to put on the bed. But regardless, we was going to school. Time we came home from school, me and my sister had to do the dishes. One had to wash, one had to dry. We had to alternate, weekends, each week of who was washing and drying for the week. I just was raised like that. Even I would go to my dad's house on the weekend and stuff and weekday, even when I would go on weekdays as well. My dad still made me wash my own car. When I got my own car at 15, he made me wash my car. He'll make me scrub the trash can, scrub the porch, make me cut the grass. Yes, because
even
my
dad,
because my dad used to say, I don't want you to ever have to depend on a man.
Wow.
You know how to do the simple
Take care of things.
Yeah.
And I think women and men, that's just not one. I think
right.
us as a whole need to know how to take care of ourselves so we can be attracted to other people. Right. Now, some people don't care. They just live however. Right. Trash everywhere.
Right.
The fumes
and for
everywhere.
the people who do, that's okay. But for me in my life, I have to have structure.
I
and
need
structure not only comes with cleanliness, even like I'm learning punctuality.
Yes.
If I'm going to go somewhere at a particular time, I want to leave at that particular time. I want to hold myself accountable. Yes, even when I run my business and I have clients and their appointment is, hypothetically speaking, at 3:30, about 10, 15 minutes after their appointment time, I'm rushing to try to get them in the chair because, I want to be held accountable. I want to be a woman of my word. This is what I said. So therefore, it teaches me to manage my time better. Mm-hmm. So for me, I function better when everything is how it needs to be.
Yeah, I agree.
And like right now, if something were to happen to me and I had to have someone go to my house to get something, I can tell you exactly where to go to, exactly what drawer, what closet, lift this up, lift that up. It's going to be the third shirt, red shirt on the left. I'm just a structured person. And then I feel like when you're always ready, you never have to get ready. Even like my shop. I clean my shop up every day before I leave, just in case that next day when I have to come, if I overslept or mismanaged my time or whatever, and a client is pulling up the same time I'm pulling up, my shop is already clean.
Ready to go.
I don't have to say, well, can you wait a minute? Let me get stuff together. No, I welcome them to come on in, set what I need to set up, and we get started. So it just works better for me, structure and cleanliness.
I think in relationship, if you're looking to attract a man for his dating and marriage, taking consideration things that could be better, cleanliness is one thing, to presentation is everything.
Is that a deal breaker for you, though?
It's a big deal breaker for me.
Really?
I mean, yes, I can't.
So you meet a woman, she has she checks off everything on your imaginary list like we discussed on the previous podcast. But the cleanliness is not there. That's a big problem for you?
It's a problem that can be
fixed. Would you
fixed.
address it?
Yes.
You would address it.
And it can be fixed.
Okay.
You know why I say that? Because I've changed in areas that probably was a deal breaker to someone, and I eventually made a change, and life is different. Mm-hmm. Life is still going to change for me in ways that may not be good now.
Right.
Say 4 months or 5 months or say a year down the road, what's a major problem that a woman may have? I may meet somebody else. I'm going to say, you know what, a year ago, I used to have that problem. They'd be like, oh my God, if I met you a year ago, I wouldn't want to what? Not talk to you.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to date you. Yeah.
But because I done changed,
right.
It's a different perspective. But a person that's in that season may say, no, I don't want to have no deal with him. I like him, but that right there, I can't deal with.
It's a deal breaker. But
it may be a deal breaker in that.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it may be a deal breaker in that season. I think, this is just me, I think people can change because we're forever changing people. God loves us enough that
forever evolving.
Yeah, we're forever evolving. And I think that if a woman that I'm very attracted to, and I think that's a problem, I think there's a way we can talk about it and make some progress, because there's going to be something about me that she may not like that may need to grow. That may need to grow as well. So yeah.
Well, let me ask you this: what do you do when you're dating someone in a relationship and there's certain things you don't like, and you're uncomfortable with talking about it? How do you speak on it? Because I think a lot of times when we date people, we want to express certain things to them, but we're apprehensive about it.
Correct.
Because we don't know how to say it. We don't want to hurt their feelings. We don't want to come off offensive. So we just not say anything at all, but we end up frustrating ourselves.
Yes.
And like pushing ourselves away from that person, simply because of lack of communication. How do you deal with that? Like, you're dating, because you're single now.
Yes.
So are you dating? Can we say that on here?
I desire to date.
Okay.
I won't say that I'm dating.
Okay.
I think we talked about this before, that I've had encounters.
Okay.
Yeah, that was it.
So
you was somebody I mentioned.
I don't know.
That wasn't encounter. It wasn't encounter.
It's kind of like some entanglement to me. This kind of like some.
Somebody said it wasn't encounter. I don't. It was a lady.
Will Smith and Jada.
It wasn't encounter. I can't remember the exact word. Oh my God!
You said encounters, entanglement.
No,
y'all got too much going on, baby. Just call a thing a thing.
I don't know. I can't even explain it.
Call a thing a damn thing.
I do desire to
Okay.
date. I'll just leave it like that.
Ooh. Boy, oh gosh, let me
What's
get
really
it out.
real?
What's really real? Just call a thing a thing. Now you about to
What
make
was the question? You got
closure come up now.
Girl, you done got my mind and went the wrong way. What was the doggone
gosh.
question again?
What do you do?
Oh yeah, okay.
Thank
So basically, you have to really be mature enough to say, you know what, I want to talk to you about something. And it's really hard to talk about, but I really want to talk to you about something. I've had that happen before with a female before. I'm not gonna lie, I have, and it was something that was very touchy, and it was like, I just want to talk to you about something. I don't want it to cause any problems. Hey, this is a situation.
Oh, I can already. My mind is already going there.
No, you might.
My mind is already going
like,
there. What the discussion was.
No, you may not know. Like
Okay.
literally, like it's like, hey, this is a problem. I'm not trying to make you change. I'm not trying to make you do anything, but this is really a problem. I want to figure out what this is. And before somebody had to.
Why you just saying that confirm what I thought
Really?
the conversation?
Okay,
Yeah.
well, tell me.
No, I'm not.
I promise you don't know.
No, we'll talk about it off air. I can't do
really?
it. Yeah,
What's
we're not.
really real?
It is what's really real, but I mean, I want to be respectful at the same time. So yeah, so I'm good.
Seriously,
I'm good on
okay,
that.
I can give a scenario.
Okay.
No, for real. Since we talking about what's real.
Yeah.
It was this particular female, so this guy that she was talking to, and I was like, hey, I think y'all still got something going on.
Gotcha.
I'm not trying to get into your business, but it feels kind of weird and awkward how things are. You told me.
Were you her?
No, we was
Y'all were just getting acquainted.
Getting acquainted.
So why did you feel the need to even ask her that?
Because when you get a chance to know somebody, you're asking questions and you just curious to see if it's a safe ground.
Okay.
You don't want to be around someone and not sure if they're not dealing with someone or something is still
kind of going on.
Right.
Okay.
Because if you don't.
For safety purposes. Right. Yeah, I get it.
Okay. If you're talking to multiple people, hear me clearly.
Okay.
If you are talking to multiple people and y'all around each other a lot, I think you might need to let them know to a certain degree, like, okay, yeah, that's old dude, me and him still, whatever.
Gotcha.
Because if you don't, they looking at you sideways, saying certain things, asking certain questions. That's your boy. What y'all got going on?
Okay, but would you do that in return? Because y'all men
most definitely, and I did.
Wanting us to do that.
I promise you, I did.
But y'all don't do that.
I promise you, I did. And I'm proud of myself.
Tell y'all who are we going out to eat with? Who are we talking on the phone, texting? Who are we doing that?
I promise
you, whatever.
I don't ask that.
But y'all don't do that on the back end.
I used to do that, and I promise you, I don't do it no more. I have changed, but the reason was because.
So you were talking to her, getting acquainted. Were you also being of acquaintance with other people?
Yeah, but
why even ask?
But the problem was the situation and where the location was, and we all around each other often. It's different when you can't see anybody. It was the kind of situation. I'm trying to. It was very where we all around each other so often, and it feeling kind of like, okay, this don't feel right. It's different.
Awkward,
it's different. You sit in the streets and you're done, but when you with each other every week with something, it begins to feel like, okay, something don't seem right. Either y'all still together, something going on. Y'all sure, like, what's going on? It makes you sometimes apprehensive to decide to want to go further. It's okay if you can feel like a woman trying to find out what guy she want to talk to, but at some point you need to be honest and say, I really don't want no further with you. We just gonna keep it here. But if you feel like you want to take it further, you might have to start kind of weaning off some people if you're gonna go further. If not, just call it for what it is. We just kicking it.
But could you handle that?
Oh, most definitely.
Because a lot of times people always say, just be honest up front and forward with me. And
so much you need to say.
And I can handle it. But sometimes when you're honest with people, they can't. They can't handle it.
And
we want the honesty because we want to know what's going on.
Really
we don't want to be in left in the blind. But
I think if you take your time, it'll slowly come to the surface. I learned that. I paid attention and I watched, and it did. I'm more wise than I was before. I used to be, who this, what's this, and what's this, what. Now I'm more like, I will only say if I need to say. I don't always jump off I will only say if I need to say. Other than that, I watch and I pay attention. I'm not trying to tell you what to do because I want you to tell me what to do. But if I feel like, hey, I'm just, just trying to make sure that this, we
see what's going on.
See what's going on. Because if somebody may be not a threat, but maybe a questionable, I'm gonna say, hey, that's what that is or that's what that was. Especially if we kicking it on that level. You don't have to be dated, but if you kick it on a certain level, whatever. There's some small explanation. I ain't saying no in depth. Sometimes some small explanation need to be. So you don't want nobody looking at you sideways like, why they keep looking at me? Like, what is that all about? What you mean? Ain't nothing.
Yeah.
It's something.
Yeah, okay, I get
that's
it.
all I'm saying. I ain't trying to go too deep with it.
Yeah.
Unless you are dating, then you can really talk.
Oh yeah,
more.
we date. I'm asking any and everything. Right. Like, stop playing with me.
Right. Yeah. I don't mind that. Especially if we serious and we're dating. Let's shoot to what's really real. Right. But if we just kind of trying to feel out, you're gonna be watching like, okay, girl, you gonna call your homegirl like, hey, I was with Mark last week. Really? And such and such like, nah. Ain't probably nothing. You always say, hey, I peep game. You love to say that.
I do.
Peep game. I'm starting to pay attention.
Yeah, I pay attention.
I ain't trying to tell you who to let go.
Even if they think I'm just as lost and clueless and don't know what's going on, baby, I don't know how to peep what's going on.
I ain't trying to tell you who to let go, but don't get mad because I'm paying attention and covering myself just like you should watch me as well.
Right.
But if you get ready to go take it more seriously, I think this. If you really want to go serious, I think you got to get to a point and say, what, I got to cut some folk off if I'm looking to take this person seriously. If not,
I agree because I do feel like it's hard when you're dating, you're courting multiple people. You can't really get a feel of who you really want to court, who makes the cut, because you got too many feelings and emotions and whatever. Anytime you start dating someone, you're always on hiatus. Like,
and
oh my gosh, where have
along.
they been my whole life? I love them yet. And sometimes we don't know how to let that baggage go.
And that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, sometimes.
And we have to be careful.
It's hard for women. It's hard for women to let go because a lot of times in relationships, and even relationships are bad, women, before we actually physically leave, we leave mentally first. We may leave mentally. We might have checked out the relationship a couple of months or a year or so, been checked out mentally. Physically, it is so hard for us to just pick them feet up, pack them bags, and go. It's hard.
You know what?
We'll be there physically, but mentally, we are just not there. So it's hard for women to just
let go of somebody. And I had to learn that. And I had to be very
you got to understand that. You have to
and
understand that.
I had to be very understanding to that. This is my thing. If we all be honest and be straightforward, life would be better. Since I've been divorced, about a year and 4 months, this is the God honest truth. I'm proud of myself.
Okay.
Any woman I've ever met or had, I don't say encounter because you said it's a bad word. Anyone I've ever met or talked to or got a chance to know, my thing was, I'm not looking to date. I'm just looking for a friend.
You were up front and
I was up front. I'm so proud of myself.
What was their
They understood response and said, thank you for being honest.
Okay.
Do you know how much that meant to me from where I come from? That meant a lot. And they respected me more to say, you know what, at least you ain't lying like other folks saying they're looking for something they're really not.
But let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
Were you there for a good time and not a long time? Because sometimes y'all men just want to have fun.
Right.
Like,
and I was honest about that.
You can't have fun with me.
No, but I'm just saying I was honest. And some people.
You can't have fun with me.
Well, everybody's not like that. They're not. That's just princess as you. But hold on. It's some of these women out here like, okay, I ain't looking for nothing new, so let's just enjoy what we do. I can't. I'm just saying.
Even if we're not there for a long time, it's just not a fun time.
But
like,
listen.
No, I'm just.
But I wish
I'm
more
a fun
women.
Girl.
I wish more women thought like you.
I just cannot. I mean, if I'm talking to someone, now I done did some bull on the back end. I don't get it misconstrued.
Wait a minute, because you trying to make it seem like you just,
Now, I'm a lady.
Trade money.
I'm a lady.
You a lady
at the same time, but check this out. You know, it is what it is now. But I'm not the girl that's just for a good time. You can't just call me every other week and hey, let's get up, go hang out, go eat or whatever. Then after that, I don't hear from you from weeks, and then you call. I'm not that kind of girl.
And there's nothing wrong. And so guys have to know that going in.
I have to talk every day. I don't care if we're not in a relationship. If we just talking, hanging out, kicking it, like every day, you better call me within 24 hours. You better call me. You don't call me, you cut off. So you call back on the first 48, you dead. You sleep.
You sleep.
You sleep. So you didn't call me yesterday. So don't call me today. Don't call me today. You didn't call me yesterday.
You being straight up. And so
yes.
when you're straight up, it makes a difference because I was trying to find myself and get through what I just went through. I just went through 14 years of being in a long-term relationship.
Right.
I needed, I don't want to say the word break. I needed a time to be able to learn me, do me. Or
learn who you are now.
Learn who I am now. And so me being honest, it's like, okay, you know what? I respect that. Some people are like, well, dang, I mean, you should be, give me a minute.
But long as you and her have that understanding, that's all that matters at the end of the day.
It. Yeah, and I'm proud of myself with
because it's all about, even if we don't work out, it still can be healthy.
Yes.
My mom and dad broke up when I think I was like a couple of months old. My mom said my dad was a cheater and flirtatious. My dad said my mama lying. And since I'm a daddy's girl, I'm going to believe my daddy. Like, mama, you was tripping on my daddy.
Ooh.
But, in all seriousness and honesty, my mom and dad co-parented very well. My mom dated someone else. My father dated someone else. Everybody got along. It was never no stipulation of, you better not have tread around that heifer, or you better not have tread around that nigga. My mom and dad never did that, because they respected each other and they knew each other well enough to know that they're not going to have anybody around me who wasn't of approval, So my parents co-parented very well, and I think that's something that we need to talk about in the Black community. That's true. Also, because a lot of times when relationships don't go as planned and we got to go to plan B, a lot of times it feel like we have to beef with the other person. It just didn't work out. It didn't work out.
Just didn't work out.
Yeah. You still want it to be effective and healthy. We tried it. It didn't last. They're going on to find their happiness. I'm going on to find my happiness.
So why do some people take it hard when relationships don't work out and they trying to move on, or they get mad because the other person move on? Why is it sometimes hard to let go from a woman's point of view? And I can talk about even from a man's point of view. Why is it hard to let go? I met some people, they was like, just couldn't let it go, that it didn't work out. What was it?
It's never been hard for me to let go.
Really?
No, because me, honestly, once I see a man don't want me, babe, you ain't said nothing but a G thing.
So why some other women are very emotional about it?
I don't care how much I love you, like you. Once you show, and it's the Trey Money side. Once you show Trey Money, you don't want Trey Money, bro. You ain't said nothing but a thing.
I wish more women would be. You move
it too. I'm gonna show you how to move. You feel me? Like, stop playing me. Like, no, I'm not. I ain't pressed for you now. Don't get it misconstrued. I like you, love you, but hey, if you show me you don't want me, it's cool.
It's cool.
I can do the same in return. I'm not finna be crying over no spilled milk. That's just me personally. But that comes from me having a strong personality. You feel me? You show me you don't want me, why am I going to keep calling you, texting you, and chasing you, and all this and all, or trying to convince you to be with me? No, it's not going to work anyway. This is not what you want, and that's okay. It's just one of those things.
Some women are not.
I ain't never gonna be no peon now. We can't do that now.
Some women are not in a strong mindset to be like that. I've experienced some things with people that just really devastated. I mean, they really take it hard. There'll be another show, How to Get Over It. Why we hold on. That's another whole show. But
I think it go back to the personality.
Ooh.
I have like I've said before, I have a very strong personality.
And you know who you are, even with or without a man.
Yeah, and I know who I am. A man does not identify me.
Ooh.
I keep myself up every day. I do women upkeep every day, whether I got a man or not. That doesn't matter. So when I get a man, I'm not, let me go get my hair done, let me go get my nails and my toes, let me go out, let me go get cute. No, that's gonna be me anyway. So that Negro know he stepped to me, Tresley already gonna keep herself up regardless. Nothing is stopping. One monkey ain't stopping no show. Never have,
one
never
monkey
will.
Don't stop no show.
Exactly.
Keep on rolling.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Never have, never will. So
yeah.
A man does not define me. So when or if they leave, they didn't take my happiness because you didn't make me happy. You probably added to my happiness.
Add to the happiness.
But you didn't make me happy. I was already happy, my boy.
Nobody should not be able to walk out your life and cause you to.
Yeah, I was already happy, my boy. I was already.
They shouldn't cause you to walk out.
I was already holding it down. You know what I'm talking about? So
they shouldn't cause you to cause you to almost lose yourself.
Right.
That's dangerous.
But I have lost myself in some time. I think everybody has. Yeah.
But we have
just
to work
me
on
being
that.
down and out because it didn't work out with somebody. No.
How long? What's
I'm
the longest
cry,
it took?
you know, because I'm a female now, so I'm gonna cry and be sad.
Not even just that, but just not moving on.
I'm trying to put some Jeezy on and thug it out. Like I ain't tripping,
out.
man. Yeah, I ain't no smoke.
Well, hopefully we can have a show that will be able to help encourage women how to get through and not to hold too long. Right. You're gonna have emotions. You're gonna have men the same way. I went through a bad breakup years ago, and man, that thing took me out. But we got to find a way to how to cope, how to deal with, and how to help move on, even though it's traumatic. And yes, through people cheating on you, doing you wrong, lying, whatever, taking from you, beating, abusive, whatever. We hoping that this show, What's Really Real, will be a message of hope and encouragement to someone that no matter what you're faced, what you're going through, what it is, we're going to find a way to talk about it, deal with it, and help. Woman point of view, man point of view, and we're going to deal with it, talk about it.
Right. I agree.
This relationship talk, definitely, we got to do another part 2 another time because this is...
because I got a lot more to say.
Oh, I got a whole lot more to say.
We'll do it. We'll save for another day.
Yeah, another day, part 2, because I'm telling you, relationship talk can go in so many ways. I've been enjoying on social media. You can speak
on it for hours and hours.
Yeah, it's not one particular way to do it, but I've always enjoyed hearing your conversation about relationship talk. And you shared a lot of great, valuable things, and you allowed me to see things in a different light and open up my mind to see things, hey, where I went wrong at, how can I be better? I think if I was to date again, I know that I would be a lot better. Yeah, I'm still young. Yeah. I'm watching and paying attention. I'm allowing this relationship talk for my show to learn from other people and to express and to see and say, some people really went through some stuff and going through some things. Right. And so I'm preparing myself like you preparing for a husband. I'm preparing for a, potential girlfriend one day. Okay. And I won't be closed-minded.
I'm done with the boyfriend thing. Like, nigga, we gonna date for a couple months or maybe about a year. Either we shaking or baking. Like I ain't got time yet. I'm beyond the dating thing. I'm too old.
Y'all fellas that listen to y'all,
I'm not finna keep dating.
You just can't step to her any kind of way. I was talking with somebody earlier today. I ain't keep playing with you. You know what? There's certain men that can't step to certain women because it's an aura about them that they know that they just don't fit or they don't connect.
Yeah, like I'm not. Yeah, we have to do a part 2 because I don't even want to get into it no more. We got to,
So what would be your ending words with the part 2, with this part 1 of this relationship talk? So much to talk about, so much to go. This is our second podcast on What's Really Real. So much to talk about, so much we're going to share about. What would be your closing words wrapping up with relationship talk as a whole, what we talked about today?
Just women, know your worth, value yourself. Just let your name hold weight within your own book. Don't let anybody define you, of who you are and who you are not. Stay true to yourself. Stay 10 toes down and know what you want out of life and don't compromise. Because I'm in this season of no compromising. Before I would compromise. Oh, this happened. Oh, that. Now I'm like, oh. Yeah. Like, no, I don't care.
You don't care. Yeah.
Not compromising.
No, I got you.
I now know my worth. I really now know my worth.
I got
Seriously, yeah. So that's it for me.
That's it for you.
Yeah.
Well, so much to talk about. We got many great things going to be taking place on What's Really Real podcast. Many great things. Y'all don't forget to keep watching us, keeping up with us. More great things to come. I got more to talk about. I got more to share because I'm telling you, listen here.
I know we can just go on and on. But that's what it is when you keep stuff real.
Yep.
If everything flow organic and you can talk for days.
Yes.
When you keeping it real, when things is fabricated, that's when it get a little short change. You know what I'm saying? We pulling teeth trying to see what we gonna say. When you keeping it real, baby, I'm telling you, it just go from one thing to another. Yeah, always.
Y'all be encouraged out there. No matter what you're going through, we're gonna keep it real with everybody. I'm keeping it real with myself. I came a long way. I'm growing. I'm a changed man. I'm a better man. Growing to be something. Man, I gotta give myself a hand clap. Hey. I'd have been through a lot of things, man. A divorced man, but single man, learning man, trying to grow to be better. So I want to say thank you for being a great friend to me. Rarely can you find a male and a female to be friends and to be a great impact.
Because in this society, it doesn't really happen, seem like. But I mean, I witnessed it with my dad. He had women friends who were strictly friends.
Yeah.
And I think that's how I learned to have friends of opposite sex, and it just be platonic, strictly friends. Yeah. Yep. So, and I think we need more of that.
We do. We need more of it.
We need more of it.
Oh, I thank God for you. Appreciate you very much.
Thank you.
Y'all keep it locked. Keep it here on this podcast. We got more to come. And I tell you, we on to something great, and I appreciate it. And hey, y'all never know what's going to happen. You never know what we're going to talk about. But hey, keep it. Come back.
Right. Be blessed, guys.
Be blessed.
Have a good one.